Hey YouTube. So check out this prime crane location. All set up. I'm having trouble with the tube lock. I can't get the telescope out, the boom down, or the cable up. And that's a separate problem from the LMI. That's the tube lock. I called the guys that have my LMI and they said, hey, we just got that in. We'll come out and put it on. So maybe they can fix it. You can see it's a good crane job. I mean, look where it's at. But in the interest of staying busy, we'll go start speed lining. And we'll speed line until we get this thing fixed, I guess. Because the show must go on. So I was able to jiggle the tube lock with a Stein pull saw system pretty long, but I had to stand on a ladder and get all sketchy. Jiggled the tube lock around and then it started working, so there must be a short. But anyway, it works right now, but we still need to do some preliminary work to make room for the boom, so that's what we're doing. Oh, and I should mention that, you know, when you're jiggling the wires around and doing chimpanzee stuff that you don't understand, and then say a little prayer that it'll work, and it worked. I did do that and it worked. I should probably mention that so that I'm not taking credit. Damien just sliced one off and we lowered it down a little bit, and now we'll hook onto it with the crane so that we can easily float it out over all of this.
Right there. Have him hold it there. I'm like, dude, he's gonna run.
What kind of boots are those?
They're Andrews, but they're Barb Pros too.
These are Tree Guy boots?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like them?
It's my second day. I like them so far. They're a little warm, and no break-in time really. I mean, they're comfortable, right?
Cool.
Right out of the box. But yeah, so far so good. I think the first thing this is a little soft. I think that'll be the first thing to go.
I think a spur would struggle to stay on that.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. My old spurs need big block heel logger boots. Let's talk about the 2131 Morbark. It's looking pretty fly. It's a little more primitive than the Axe 19 we tried. It's like this is, you know, hand crank. But at least it's big and beefy hand crank. And there's no like power chute controls for getting the truck perfectly loaded. There's quite a bit less electronics, but there's still a big opening, and it'll still eat a big piece of wood. Like, it'll have no trouble sucking this in. I'll show that later. It's quite a bit less money, but it's a gas motor, and it is not the power of the Axe 19. So I guess Morbark would make one with a diesel too. I would probably want a diesel, I think, by running them. There's a difference. When you chip down a big piece of wood, the gas motor says uncle a lot sooner than the diesel motor. This is definitely not the old unit.
Finally got them. They still wouldn't say what was fixed in it. They just sent us a new cable and sent us a lower control board. Said try that, and never sent an invoice or anything. So I don't. Or last I heard, I don't know now. I haven't been dealing with it for a while. Rob's been dealing with it.
It looks like they used pieces of the old
Probably.
one, but that's a new LMI. So that was 2.5 hours. No new LMI, no new central unit, and we're right back to how we used to be, which is old school. So maybe they'll get it fixed one of these days. Is it the top or what? One manner? Adam, you might want to help. Help me! Oh.
You there? You alright?
Alright. Trying to get the morning. Damn it. Horrible day. It's not a one man. Trying to get the morning.
Yeah, sorry, man. I heard something along the. Maybe you were talking to Adam, like.
I said, is it a one manner? And you said yes. And then I said, Adam, I think I might need some help with this. And it's too late. I didn't believe it when I saw it tipping off.
Yeah, it flies into the line. Dude, I am so sorry. That whole thing that just happened has got me all tripping out.
Okay, just a good spot for it.
Can't believe. I seriously can't believe it.
Hey, Damien. Damien, what is this? What is this? Was this already like this? Huh? I see. I see a couple pieces of glass.
Oh, if I remember right.
What about this?
Yeah, that got squished a little bit.
If I remember right, the light was standing up.
Oh.
Maybe somebody bumped it.
Those slings are just a little weak, huh?
Undependable.
Okay. Well, I think it's pretty cool that this tree is perfect.
Yeah.
Looks like we have a twig busted there.
Like, what is that?
Amazingly, this thing is in perfect shape still. Very, very short tree. He's gonna extend the deck. Damien's little whoopsie just was so close to destroying this stuff. He hit this light, but Ernie here says that he's not sure the light worked anymore anyway, so he's being kind. All these plants and no damage for Damien to free fall a top like that. And then this thing, it's kind of a rough day for us. We went into this day like thinking, you know, we got this in the bag. Then the crane broke, and then we started going all thumbs. But hey, a lot of grace. Isn't it crazy how that turned out?
Pretty good day, I'd say.
It turned out, or that it turned out.
It turned out is the amazing thing. I mean, that little thing, it was just in loose dirt, so we stood it back up. No damage over there. Damien had a Hail Mary. Well, I'm not Catholic, but anyway, really, really, really lucky, or else blessed. Something. Didn't break anything over there except the light that Ernie said was already broke. This is my old teacher. Actually, he was a teacher for all of us, except Joe.
I didn't go to school.
Was he your teacher?
Yeah.
He was Damien's teacher, he was Adam's teacher, he was my writing teacher. When I was in college, he was their high school teacher. But anyway, we expected him to be like, Damien to the principal's office, after he popped that top with no sling on it. But he didn't. He was super cool. He's happy and the job's done, and my elbow hurts. I hope I can still do push-ups. That's enough. Talk to you next time, YouTube.